I'm sending TC an email. That's why I'm late. You want to know what it says? I'll tell you what it says. TC, can you help me send a tweet timed for 8:45? I mean, this is how the sausage gets made. That will say, I don't think I've ever delivered a more important commentary than I will offer at 9 a.m. at CNN. Sounds melodramatic, but it's true. Let me hit send on this, and then I'll be right with you. Good. And by the way, she just said, yes, I'll send it for you. Thank you, TC. All right. First of all, thank you, Bet Parks. Thank you, Bet Parks. So I went 20 large on Alabama. This is so interesting to me. A $20 wager on UConn, the returning champs, the heavy favorite, pays just $8.80. That's no fun. That is no fun. A $20 wager on Alabama pays $3.60. I think when I made it yesterday, oh, you're wondering why I'm wearing 3 ties? Yeah, we'll get to that in just a moment as well. I think when I went 20 large on Bama yesterday, I think the payout was $3.80. How about Caitlin Clark? And I know there was some controversy at the end of that game, but that's pretty amazing, isn't it? Holy smokes. I also have Iowa. I went 20 large on Iowa, and I think the payout there is 70. Anyway, the point is, have some skin in the game. Have some fun. For the guys, we're down to 4, 6:09 tonight. Purdue, a 9-point favorite against NC State. 8:49 p.m., UConn, an 11.5-point favorite against Bama. Although UConn had some travel difficulties, that would totally throw me off my rhythm. I think about how I am just on a Saturday morning for CNN, which is my game day. It's like, believe me, I know where I'll be at every second, every minute of a Saturday morning. It's like clockwork. And if you were to see the desk in front of me, which I think I've shown you before, it's like everything's in the same place. You know, I've got the same color markers, and I've got my Wawa coffee because I've already been there, and I've got my, my IFB, as they say, that's my earpiece, and it's positioned right where I want it. My point is that if I were on that, they're kids, so it doesn't probably impact them the way it would impact me, but a 7-hour flight delay and they arrived differently, it would like totally rattle my pregame mojo. But again, that's just me. Anyway, got to be 21, and in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Maryland, or Ohio, gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Parks Casino, have some fun, have some skin in the game. Download the Bet Parks app, the only sports betting app that I recommend. Go Bama. So, a couple of things that I wanted to go over today, if you'll just allow me to get my notes in order. Oh, Michael, I thought you were so organized. Where are your notes? Where are your notes? Did you see the thumbnail for this conversation? The thumbnail is what the boys over at Creative Outfit, who do all the video, prepare to put up on the screen on the YouTube page and in our social media as a little enticement of what we're going to discuss on that particular conversation, or in that particular conversation. If you saw the thumbnail, you saw a picture of Lady Gaga. I'm trying to think of who else was in that image. Lady Gaga, Beyonce, The Rock, a COVID vaccine vial, Black Panther, and SpaceX. And then you saw a picture of Donald Trump, and it said, nostalgia. Nostalgia. I thought that was pretty cool. Randy created it. Thank you, Randy. I only dreamt it up. But I was trying to come up with good memories from 2017 to 2021. Good memories from that specific window. Hence The Rock, Beyonce, Lady Gaga, and the rest. Are we feeling, here's the question, are we feeling nostalgic for Donald Trump? Are we feeling nostalgic for Donald Trump? I ask because of this incredible poll that I'll get into on CNN today. I talked a little bit about it on radio, it'll be helpful to be able to actually show the numbers that have captured my interest. When you ask in the battleground states, Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, North Carolina, Nevada, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, the number who strongly disapprove of Joe Biden, the numbers are off the charts. The average total disapproval is 60% compared to 38% total approve, or said differently, Biden is minus 22. And then when you ask about the same question in the same battleground states about the job that Trump did do, instead of a minus 22, and the minus 22 is somewhat disapprove and strongly disapprove, and now the same measurement for Trump, did you strongly approve or disapprove of the job that Trump did do, backward looking, he's a +4. Biden's a minus 22, and Trump is a +4. What explains that? It baffles me because he had a 55% disapproval rating at the time of the 2020 election. Are we looking back at the Trump years through rose-colored glasses as if he's Beyonce, The Rock, Lady Gaga, SpaceX, getting a vaccine? It's incredible. That's what's driving the numbers in terms of what's going on in the battleground states. Let me see if I can show it to you in a way that it's hard for me to. Oh, okay. I'll look up at the screen. Right. So these are Biden's numbers. These are Biden's numbers. You see the average 60-38 minus 22. Here are the states: Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, North Carolina, Nevada, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. And then by comparison, you look at Trump and like focus on the strong disapproval number right here. And just run your finger, well, I guess you really can't, and that's probably backwards. But look at the strong disapproval numbers for Biden. 47, 45, 46, 48, 47, 48, 47. That's alarming. That's the percentage in those states who strongly disapprove of the job that Biden is doing. And it's not that Trump's numbers are anything to brag about, but they're a hell of a lot. Here are Trump's numbers strongly is this reversed for you? Sorry. 39, 38, I'm doing this upside down. 35, 41, 40, 35, 40, 41. It's like a 7 or 8 point gap between the strong disapproval of what Biden is doing today and the recollection of the job that Donald Trump did. I think I had hair in the Trump years. I mean, they were so chaotic that this is what I look like now. So I want to delve into that. The one thing I know for sure is that the Biden campaign is about to spend a lot of time and a lot of money to convince people that their memories are faulty. But it's remarkable. And I'm going to get into that on CNN today. I'm also going to talk about the issue that each side has, which is the border versus abortion. The border versus abortion. Again, here's what I'm convinced of. I'm convinced that each is going to remain in the news. And I want to make my volume argument about the border. I do not believe that Mexico is sending us its rapists. Okay, I think by and large, the people coming to the United States, risking all to get here, want better things for themselves and their families, and are risk takers and hardworking people. But the sheer volume, 250 individuals coming across the border that we know of in December alone, just shy of the size of Cincinnati. When you get that many people, of course there are going to be some bad seeds and some stuff's going to happen. So I hope I'm wrong in this regard, but you're going to get a number. We don't know their names. But there are going to be some high-profile crimes that are going to occur between now and the election. There's going to be a Willie Horton, meaning someone who commits a crime and is used for fodder. And by the same token, this abortion issue is not going away. Chances are, I hope not, but there's going to be some teen who gets pregnant and needs an abortion and can't get it and has to travel out of the state. I mean, there's like nowhere in the South you can go and get an abortion. And that case is going to come back in the news. One of those, intangibles that unless you could see around corners, and none of us can, is going to occur. So I have a pretty wild sport coat. How much crime is committed by citizens? Well, there's a Stanford study that just came out that says proportionately they are more law-abiding than Americans. And I'm going to have that study on TV today. I want to tell you two other things. So this is like, I thought this was like springish. I thought this was springish. And I wanted to go with this today. You've seen it before. Where did I get it? Oh, made in the USA. We like that. It is a Hickey Freeman. And it was sold to me by my buddy Frank Ventresca. Where? Doylestown, PA. You can't beat that. Bob O'Shaughnessy, wear it on your yacht. Come on, Bob, give me a break. You know what I just thought of? I just thought of Judge Schmales. Bob's comment made me think of Judge Schmales in Caddyshack. Okay, there's the sport coat. And I couldn't make up my mind in the wee hours of the morning today as to what tie to go with it. So Harvey thinks darker colors are better for me. I do too. Yeah, I do too. I generally, Harvey, I agree with you. But okay. And so now somebody is saying solid tie. Right. So here's what I was going to do. This is kind of sad, but this is actually like my wake tie. This is my funeral tie. But wouldn't it be nice, instead of associating with this black tie with someone's funeral, if I had a happy memory of the day that I delivered a CNN commentary wearing it? So that's one choice. Okay. Thomas DeVerney says no purple tie. Hang on, Thomas, I'm not finished. All right, there's the purple. Now, a little more subtle is a gray. Yeah, I do have a lot of ties. Okay, that's the gray. And then I did have a purple, but I thought it might clash. Eric Swenson says the funeral tie doesn't match. John Burke, no black tie. Barb Antio, gray is too shiny. What do you think? This is too much of a clash, right? Yeah, solid tie. All right, now we're down to these two. Let me show them both. Gray, it's not shiny, I promise you, it's just the way I'm holding it. Gray and black. Gray and black. Hurry up, vote. What do you guys, either gray or black? Robert Goldstein, purple's awful. Okay, it's not awful, it's just awful with this sport coat. Black, 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 gray, gray, gray. Oh, come on, guys, come on. You're killing me. Gray, black, black, gray, blade. Okay, all right. I have a headache. I'm sorry I asked. All right, one more thing. Remember the email that I sent to TC and I said, please tweet on my behalf at 8:45 because I'll be doing a rehearsal. This is arguably the most important commentary that I've ever delivered on CNN, and I mean it. I'm not being melodramatic. That's not my style. Jonathan Haidt is my guest. This is now the #1 book in the country, The Anxious Generation. And you know about the Mingle Project. You know I'm on a crusade to shine a spotlight on our societal disconnect and the political polarization that results. It is my focus tomorrow. 2 sold-out shows in Sellersville, Pennsylvania. Thank you. Coming to Long Island. About to announce a date down south and others. I get to put those pieces together today in an opening commentary. and talk about what I see big picture, reflect on all the books whose authors I've hosted on POTUS and some on CNN. And this is one of those days where I really regard my access to the airwaves as a privilege, because I've got something to say. Like, no bullshit. I have something I want to get off my chest. You've listened to the radio program. You've heard it before in drips and drabs. But in the same way that I'm going to take an hour on stage tomorrow, and lay the whole thing out, this is going to be the Cliff's Note version of why I say we need to mingle. So I hope you'll watch at 9 a.m. I hope you'll watch. I woke up this morning wondering whether there had been a retaliatory strike by Iran against Israel, and obviously not wanting that to be the case. And also wondering, was there any breaking news overnight that is going to take me off my plan of delivering a commentary that is really special to me? And there is no breaking news. So, stay tuned. 9 a.m., let me make this case. And I am so excited that on the website at Smerconish.com, if you click on the Mingle Project, all the authors that I've done with those who've written books, all the interviews that I've done with the authors of books on this subject, you click on the book jacket and you can listen to it. That's it. It's truly a public service announcement and offering that I'm making to you. I gotta go get my noggin powdered. Hey, how about some thumbs up? Come on. I'm like a juggler here on Saturday mornings. A little thumbs up action. Come on. Do we like it? Are we into this? All right. See you, gang. I'll see you soon, I hope, on TV, and see you all soon.